Okay, guys, for better or for worse, I'm testing out a new toy. So, I bought a GoPro, and the great thing about this is um, it's actually not that far away from my table right now, so I can really see what's going on. Um, so, I'm hoping this helps me, especially with filming, but also my poor phone can't handle all of the video storage. So, we're gonna try this and see how this goes. I have 3 potions left. So let's crack these open and see what's what and what we're gonna make. So just to recap for bottles, I have this one, the one that has the Hogwarts logo, and my favorite snake. And this one is Armadillo, so it is orange. And I'm hoping the camera's still recording. The screen just went blank. Alright, power save mode. Okay. That might be my only issue. But hopefully... Whoa, that was a good ricochet. These little green guys. Oh, missed the jar. These little tiny jars are cute, but the lids don't stay on worth crap. Alright. So, get my pliers over here. So we did a really gold one, didn't we? Well, that was pointless. Oh, I'm gonna take my rings off again. One of these days, I'll remember before I start. So yeah, I made a really nice gold one. I don't know. It's orange resin on the inside. I'm not too sure. Alright. Yeah, right, I was keeping that for... Part of me wants to do gold. You know what, let's just do a bunch of different colors and see what happens. So we're gonna do some of that. Let's throw in some purple. I think Luna's clawing around on my boxes in the other room. I just heard like an ominous thudding sound. That cat. If it wasn't for trouble, she wouldn't be into anything at all. Alright, toothpick time. Oh, and I just realized why this resin seems to be really thicker. It's actually a little... I'm in the basement. So it is cooler down here, and I know stuff does thicken up when it's cooler. So that could actually be part of my problem with why... Okay. Get my toothpick out of the way. Oh yeah, I have all the potion labels to put on still. So let's do the round bottle. I'm gonna shove this green fuzz into the bottom. Get in there. Ah! Alright. Let's see if you will pour somewhat nice for me. Yeah, that's probably why it's so thick and I was having so much trouble last time getting it to go in without blocking because it is so thick. Yeah, here we go again. We're gonna get a clog. Oh, maybe not. Maybe I've stretched it out just enough. Alright. Looking not too bad. So in other news, it is... Oh, Luna, go away. It is officially the end of school for kids. Now tomorrow is the last day for us as teachers. So we're actually going to have... No, you stay over there. Thank you. She's going for the window. No, Luna. Do not come over here. Okay, you can probably see her in the shot. She does not listen very well. She's my little orange disaster. Anyway, so tomorrow is kind of the last day for some wrap-up PD stuff. Get the rooms all ready for the custodians who have to strip the floors and re-wax the floors and do all their wonderful hard work over the summer. And I had to move classrooms. So in case you're keeping count, I moved last August. I also moved my parents in the end of July. And then I had to unpack my classroom in September from the move in June. And then I had to pack up my classroom again and move. And I just packed and moved in May, and I am still unpacking. So the master plan is for 2 weeks. I am going to do nothing but deal with unpacking stuff in the house. And crafting, of course. It's going to be what keeps me sane. Other than my new addiction to the Hello Kitty game for the Switch. And then I'm going to do nothing but house stuff for a couple weeks. And then going to Edmonton. And then when I get back, I'm going to start working on planning stuff for grade 4. Because last time I did anything grade 4 related, wow, this is taking forever to pour, guys. Considering how fast it used to be, it's definitely what it is. It's the cool temperature in here. Good to know. Last time I did grade 4 was my practicum. And they've changed the curriculum since then. So I need to go refresh, but I already know my focus for math. By the end of grade 4, everyone who leaves my class can add, subtract, multiply, and divide. Since a lot of my kids had issues with that this year, that is going to be the #1 focus. So it's one of the perks when you've taught the older grades is you know what they need to know. And I mean, the last couple years we weren't overly worried if the 6s kind of struggled because it was the same, a lot of the same stuff in 7 and 8. And I think my students know I like coffee too much. I got a lot of coffee cards for the end of the year here. I got Starbucks and I got Timmy's, and I clearly ordered Skip for lunch a couple too many times because I got one of those too. So it's nice when the kids, the kids pay attention too, and they actually know what you like. And you'll have to wait for one of my upcoming videos, but I'm going to display a gift that a student made me. It's incredible. It's awesome. Definitely a student I will miss greatly. Okay, so we got blue sparklies. Do we want to do the yellow stones? I was thinking the last of these stupid gold things, but I will have to cure it in layers because we all know that they don't like to stay. Well, they might have when it was thicker, now that I think of that. Yeah, so this one was definitely all my troubles were because it wasn't warm enough. So, the perils of having a craft room in the basement. Okay, I'm just gonna throw that under. Give it a minute to cure. And what was Zelda scoping out the new cat tree? She's very cautious about new things. So I don't try not to change too much on her at once because she's one of those cats that doesn't do well with change. Woo! So you kind of have to be careful with her. Alright, then put these in, and not all over that table. This would be a place where I should use a funnel. That would have been the smart choice. Instead, I end up with beads everywhere. Okay, now if that actually cures before they sink, that would be really cool. Oh, cork stopper. Yoink. Alright. So I'm not surprised I have stuff left over. That usually is how it goes. Oh. So I'm gonna put my leftovers in here for now. Ugh, these little guys are the bane of my existence. They're not going to stay in their jars. They're going to tip over at some point. I know my odds. Okay. And then, actually, where did I put that? I'm going to put all of these guys into here along with the name tags, because these are all going to be for a project at some point. And then, oh, you have pieces left. Oh. Sounds great when you're cleaning up and you're like, oh, missed that. Oh, missed that. Okay, I'll put all the cauldron lids in a container. All the empty... Yeah, I'm going to keep all the empty containers together because I think... I've seen some people use these for honeydew stuff. So I think that might be something I look into. No, oh, that's why. All my extra pieces. My counter looks like what it looks like after you do Christmas cookies, and the glitter stuff is everywhere. The sprinkles are everywhere. Oh, Luna's coming down off of her mountain. Brace for impact, because she's coming. Yep, it's okay. You got this. There you go. Little terror of the night. Alright. So, well, some of them are actually floating around. Majority, still, once again, at the bottom of the thing. But I feel like that's going to be how all of these go. Unless you do them in layers. So, alright, thanks for watching. I hope the GoPro went okay. And I will see you in the next video. Just to give it a bit of a... Luna, when she kicks your butt, you are on your own. She's twice your size. Luna's feeling a little feisty today. Although I'm waiting for Zelda to decide to be playful and attack her back. I did have a big achievement though this week. I got all my books unpacked into my bookshelf, and my book nooks are spaced out. Unfortunately, all of my manga would not fit down here, which I had to take 4 shelves of it off, which was a bit of a nuisance. And we've decided that we're going to store all the manga upstairs in our guest room. Because I know Jordan has... Oh no, she's behind me. I know Jordan has some. I feel like I have more than he does. But we'll have to see. Okay, I think I'm gonna need more resin in here. Because this bottle is definitely bigger. Okay, so I'm gonna make it a darker purple now. Kind of like it was fading into purple, and oh my lord, my cat is gonna give me a heart attack. Forget my students. It's the cat that's gonna give me the heart attack. Okay, so we got kind of a nice light purple base. kitty cat. I don't know if this light cure's as good as the Let's Resin lights I have, but I'm gonna go with it. Because I actually need to like reshuffle my craft table too. So once I'm done with all the potions, it's time to migrate and finish setting up everything. Okay. What do you think, guys? Should I make it a little more purple? Alright. Time to make bad choices. Alright. Oh, there we go. That's more of the kind of purple I was envisioning the first time. Okay. There we go. They actually kind of look more green at the bottom from where those things were. Alright, now bring on the red. You know what, I'm actually going to throw that. Yeah, I'm going to throw that under there. Just feel like it needs a little bit better of a cure before I dump the blood redness in there. I'm excited for that. That looks cool. Yes, I hear you, Zelda. Yes, I hear you. She didn't come out when I was doing my books because both Arlo and Tala had made it down here before me. They've kind of been coming down a little bit more now, I guess, and she doesn't like sharing. So, alright. Here goes the red, if it ever comes out of the container. Okay. I'm gonna need to get like one of those coffee cup warmer things that you sit your cup on. Put my resin on it. You stay on the table over there. That's the kitty side of the table. No, you stay there. You're gonna be just as bad as Luna here, aren't you? I was actually telling Jordan, she's the sneaky troublemaker. Because I'd often sit there scrapbooking. At my old place, I did it in the living room with the on the coffee table, and she would be sitting there, you know, looking all sweet, all innocent, and just looking, peeping over the edge to see what I was doing. And now I'm dumping them all on the table, apparently. And then all of a sudden, this little black paw would peek over top and start reaching around on the table and to see what she could find. And she usually would grab a piece of paper, and that little piece of paper would then disappear over the edge. Alright, I'm going to cure that. Kind of like how that looks. Alright, then our last one. Where was it? Oh, over here. As I said, was the Hellboard syrup. So it is a blue one, and we all know blue is a color that I am really fond of. Why are you? Oh yeah, this is the one that I took off that box display. So it's still got all that stupid glue on there. Okay, so I'm hoping this one is warmed up enough. Oh, geez, Louise. All right. Once again, little knife to the rescue. All right. But now they're looking at changing the 7 and 8 curriculum, so then that means high school's going to be following. So, yes, I hear you, kitty. I can't pet you. My arm's falling off from holding this container forever. Oh my lord. I think that's everything out of here, but it's so empty. And yeah, that's like everything out of that container. Alright, I'm just gonna... Hey. Fill it up a bit and mix it. I don't like empty potion bottles. It's a thing. Alright. Okay, then I think you can kind of see the green thing in there. Not quite. I think we're going to put these guys in here. Don't stick and clog. Dang it. Get in there. So I'm definitely excited to start doing some new balls after this. And I think I'll do some individual balls for a little bit to kind of get back in the swing of things before I jump into a project. And part of me wants to do the Honeydukes project first. I don't know. We'll see. It's one of those, like, I feel like I might, but I don't know. It's on my list, and I actually got a second Honeydukes trolley because my fiance is awesome, and I'm gonna go cure that. And it was I wanted a second one anyway for the stuff in it for doing a display because, you know, you'd like to have the cart and then the extra stuff. I still also have the extra potions that I haven't, potions classroom I haven't done yet either. Okay. So, all these tables. Okay, this one is a clear one because it's another dragon blood. You know what? I might actually have enough of these now to put them on my table at my wedding for candy. Alright. Dragon blood. So I think it's clear. So I'm gonna do... Did I do a nice... So here's the bottle of everything I've got so far. I actually saw something really cool. Somebody like antiqued the Skello Girl bottle, and that looked really cool. So if I ever get more of these and I get another Skello Girl, I think that's what I'd do. Because that looked way cooler. I guess I don't actually have like a nice white silvery one, hey? So why don't we grind up some of these. And maybe a little bit. Wait, I feel like one of these... This one was more like iridescent-y. So I'm just gonna add some of that. Okay. So, cauldron. I'm gonna get the last cauldron out and try to set it somewhere it can warm up. Okay. Move that while I... Oh, that one actually came off easy, guys. Guess there was like a first for a few of these. Alright. And... Okay, well I got the whole wrapper off. Alright, let's check my... Yeah, it looks cured. Okay. Yeah, I'd rather at least get all of the cover off so you can actually use the part in other crafts. So give me these. Yeah, I knew you were gonna tuck under. Stay. Okay, so let's dump you into there. And stir. Ooh, maybe I should do this one in layers. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, what is my last potion? Oh, it's a blue one. Okay, it'll go in the snake then. Okay, so I think I'm gonna put some of the little green heads plant things in here because you'll at least see them in there. Right, I better tilt it. boy, okay. Okay. So I'm going to give that a minute to soak down so it levels out. Then I think do I want to do purple? I'm trying a master plan. We'll see how it goes. It might blow up in my face and not look at all how I'm thinking in my brain. But that is a risk I'm willing to take. Okay, so that's about where I want it on the bottom. I'm going to use the little flashlight today.